Going to be starting some seeds today. These are White Wonder cucumbers. I got them from Ray over at the Praxis channel. Thanks, Ray. These are the little tight cucumbers. I'm going to plant a few more of those. Some sunflowers. This is the Elf. It's supposed to be one of the smaller sunflowers out there. And this is, if you can read that, Kong sunflower. It should be one of the largest. We'll see how that goes. I'll be planting these in a minute here. I'm mixing up about a 1-to-1 ratio of just very cheap dirt and peat moss for the seeds. Taking out big sticks. See, that's like, comes out really nice. I didn't need that much because I'm not planting too much. I'm going to be using these Jiffy pots. Not a big fan of them because they choke off the roots sometimes. But I have them. I'm going to use them. I'm not going to let them go to waste. I'm going to do a few of each here. Let me just fill these up. I know this is overly exciting, but it's all part of gardening, right? Not really packing it down tight. Let's plant some seeds. I'm going to do, say, 4 of these White Wonders. Just make a little hole with your finger. Drop it in. Fill it up. Gentle tap. Planting these a little deeper than you should, but the soil is so loose, they'll push right up through. Alright, that's my White Wonders. Do a few more little tykes. Do 4 of those. Oop. Found these little vials are perfect for holding seeds. I don't know if you can see that. So I got you on the tripod, so I can't really see too well what the camera's recording, but it's all good, right? For little takes. Last time these germinated pretty quick. These will actually be transplanted outside into the big garden. I planted some seed out there earlier and nothing came up. But apparently that's a big problem this year. A lot of people are having problems. Yeah, that's okay. Just a bunch of water. I really should use a sprayer, but I'm not quite sure where I put my sprayer. So it is ever so little bit. That's okay. There you go. So you guys can see. So see what I'm doing. want to do a quick note here. You'll notice I didn't label anything. I'm okay with that because I know these are all cucumbers. They're all going to the same place in the garden and they're going to be growing together. So it doesn't really matter. Normally I would label. So just want to make, if you guys are wondering why I didn't label, that's why. In my last video you saw me plant a bunch of cucumbers and sunflowers. Well, here's the cucumbers. They came up after, geez, what was it, 3 or 4 days total. I believe I made that video on the 22nd or 23rd and today's the 27th, so it came up pretty good. These are the White Wonders and the Little Tyke. I really don't know which one's which at this point, but that's okay. They're just going to go in the garden just like this, and that's why I did it, so I can blast up some plants really quick, get them out in the garden, and transplanting them when they're this young, or I'm actually going to keep them in the Jiffy pots. I really shouldn't, but I am. You don't really need to harden them off. They're so young, they don't know what their environment is yet, so except for this one on the end, it kind of grew up really quick, but these other ones are just coming out of the ground now. So when I transplant them, they won't get shock and all that other fun stuff that slows down their growth. But we'll see. It should work. I don't see why not. It worked last year, but everything's different all the time. So alright, here we are. All the cucumbers are planted. When digging, I actually found another seed that was germinated, so I propped it up. I also filled the buckets or the pots with compost. So when I water, it'll just basically turn to compost tea, sort of. Nutrients will seep into the ground around it. That's about it. So my cucumbers are planted now. Alright, this will be the final update on these baby cucumbers you've seen me grow in the last couple videos. And as you can see, they're actually doing quite well. These with the, oops, sorry about the bump. These with the white leaves are going to be the White Wonder cucumbers. The other ones are the Little Tyke cucumbers. And they all pretty much came up. Maybe one didn't come up, but that's okay. You can kind of see them. Trying not to get you guys sick by moving the camera, but it's just gonna happen. So it works. Just sow your seeds indoors, and as soon as they loop, put them out. This works for cucumbers and squash. You'd want your peppers and your tomatoes to be much bigger before you bring them out, but you do this with your cucumbers and squash and you won't have to harden them off. It's kind of nice, especially if a few of your plants outside die. Gets you caught up quick.